Hey, what's up guys? This is Camden. Good morning, buenos dias from Chiang Mai, Thailand. It's a beautiful sunny day, kind of cool and misty outside right now. January 2019, first month of the new year, and we're already off to an amazing start. In today's video, I'm going to briefly share 5 to 6 things, whether you're just starting out new on Palfish or you're already an experienced teacher but you've yet to fill up your schedule 5 to 7 days a week, like a full-time schedule. And if you already are an advanced level 3, 4, 5 Palfish teacher, thanks for clicking in, and I hope this video will also be useful to you. So if you're trying to make over $1,000, there's a few things that you got to do. And if you're trying to increase that, there's also more things that you need to do. But it's very, very simple. And before I get into those quick 5 or 6 things, I just want to mention briefly a few moments that I'm really grateful and excited that 2 people have already signed up yesterday for my new Palfish teacher training on January 27th at 8 p.m. Thai time, 9 p.m. Beijing time, January 27th. You and 5 other classmates are going to be together in a live video seminar with me. I'll be training you, teaching you, coaching you, mentoring you along the way on your Palfish journey. You'll be there to ask me any questions about teaching English abroad, living here, living expenses, things like that. The whole show, visas. I'm there to help and coach you guys, and I want to see you guys break that $1,000 and then go on and beyond that. And of course, to enjoy your experience as a TEFL teacher, whether that's online or in a school. So this TEFL teacher training is open to everybody. You will need to access it through the student version on Palfish. If you have any questions, let me know below in the comment section, or you can message me on Facebook Messenger. And okay, let's get into this. So this Palfish TEFL teacher training, I want everybody to know that, number one, when it comes to the trial courses, there's some things that you should do and some things that you should not do. Number one, some things that you should not do is break your face, not like follow your face, but don't break your character, you know? Don't lose your cool. You got to keep your cool, okay? That's just period. Keep your cool, no matter how frustrating or impatient some moments might be. If you relax, take a deep breath, not try to focus on the minute marker too much, but just relax and then realize that this little kid is trying to learn English, or this person is trying to learn English, and then they had confidence in you. They had confidence in you to help them. And then if you break that confidence, then it's gonna be harder to build trust. And then, you know, it goes that way. And you don't want that for the company that you work for, and you don't want that for your own personal reputation. And you don't want that person to feel discouraged to learn English for the future, okay? So some things that you should do for a trial course is be super energetic, like, oh my gosh. But don't get too carried away. Look, a lot of parents, they don't want like, I've had many mentors from China. This was back in 2016, 2017, when I was doing some live things for some people that I had met through the grapevine. And they were telling me that, hey, don't get too carried away because that makes a lot of parents nervous, okay? Maybe it's a cultural thing, maybe it's, you know, many countries. Well, you know, I don't want my kid in the future or something like that to have some loco teacher, you know? So use your energy, use your excitement, but be able to gauge it, be able to understand when you need to change that gear and pull back a little bit, you know? And that's just something that you must do in the trial course. You have to have a super exuberant amount of enthusiasm and positive attitude and encouragement and patience, because not only is it super important for them to get that on the trial course so that they can buy the package, or wherever you are, you know, your initial trial course with anyone that you're having a class with. But that way you can also get your bonus, which is great, a $30 bonus, I believe it still is. And sometimes it can be double depending on if they're giving like a trial bonus promotion or something. That's the cool thing about Palfish, is they're always, you know, giving great incentives for teachers to not only perform best, but also to reward your performance. And that's something that I really have always enjoyed since I started working with Palfish. So whatever company that you decide to work for, whatever school you decide to work for, you should also ask them during the interview process, what kind of rewards are available? What kind of benefits are available with this job, you know? And that will show the employer that, hey, this person has a lot of confidence in themselves, and that might put them on their feet, which is good, in my personal opinion, because you have to know the background and what you're going to get yourself into before you sign a contract or before you take on a new role as a new career. So, a little side note. Here we go. Keeping it alive. 6 minutes. That was number 1. Now, before I get into number 2, real quick, guys, I'm going to take probably about a couple more minutes of your time. I know your time is very valuable, and I thank you guys so much. Before you click out of this video, I do want to remind you guys, if you're looking to get TEFL certified by an accredited institution here in Bangkok, Thailand, well, not in Bangkok, but I am in Thailand, I have the description and the link in my description. Just click into the description. There's a link for Get TEFL Certified with an accredited institution by the Thai Ministry of Education, and it's recognized by the new Chinese requirements, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. And if you decide to stay in Thailand, they also have job placement offers. They do say job guarantees. And then, of course, you know, they even have deals for like native English speakers without degrees. So if you're listening right now and you don't have a degree, but you are a native English speaker, you can get TEFL certified, and they got programs for you so you can stay in Thailand. So with that being said, I can't believe it. I had 2 people sign up yesterday. And I just put out the word less than 48 hours ago. So that's why I want to put out the message. I never know who's watching these videos. It could be one person that could go take that TEFL course and then it could, boom, just change their life. So I know the guys Text and Talk TEFL. It's in Bangkok, Thailand. The link is in the description. Thank you, guys. All right, number 2. When you're having new students, or when you're having, you know, even pre-existing students, you have to remember the vocabulary, their comprehension levels, and what you have to ask yourself this question: what vocabulary is appropriate for the student? Because this week, on like Monday or Tuesday, I had this new student, didn't have it this morning, gonna have him tomorrow. This little guy, he's like 3 or 4 years old, and he's a really great kid. You know, he's fun to work with. You know, maybe he speaks a few words in 25 minutes. Okay, guys? So when I first opened up the camera and he came on, I pretty much knew in the first couple seconds this little guy, it's going to take him time to learn. He's 3 or 4 years old. You know, he's still learning his own native language, much less a second language, you know, with somebody on a camera right now. And anyway, after 3 lessons, there were some great things that I've learned, because it was the first time I've had a student at that level and that age in quite a long time, and it was their first couple lessons on Palfish. So I really did my best to keep that positive attitude, to remain patient. Both mom and dad were kind of in the background, sometimes sitting next, so, you know, had to really keep it together. But when I ask that question to you guys, what vocabulary is appropriate for the student, because you could probably get away with how are you? You can get away with how old are you? You can get away with where are you from? But when you ask, what did you do today? Or what do you do today? If the kid doesn't understand, they're not going to understand in 5 seconds either. But I will recommend, I do recommend that you do get more familiar with the Chinese language, with Mandarin, because it's helped out so much. Even just like a few basic expressions. And I hardly ever use it now because sometimes the parents don't like it, and I don't want to get a complaint, to be honest with you. So use it at your own discretion, okay? But there are some times where the mom and dads do not have a high level of English, and the kid is just a little guy or a little gal, and if you say, what do you like 你喜欢什么喜欢吗 you know, like, what do you like, do you like 你喜欢吗 that means, do you like it, yes or no. So if they hear that, sometimes the mom or dad might be like, oh, you know, teach talk to the kid get a little excited, you know, so it will kind of break that like nervousness, that anxiety, and let the kid, let the mom and dad know that, hey, look, this teacher is familiar with the language, they're familiar with the culture, and that makes them feel so much more comfortable. It would for you too if you have kids. It would for me when I have kids, you know. So this video is great. I'm getting chills doing this video because I wanted to make this video and I didn't expect it to come out my words this well. Maybe because I prayed before this video. All right, number 3. I do recommend to some of the new teachers, I've been looking at profiles, you guys got to post more pictures on your profile photo list, not on moments. You need a lot more photos up there. I had a lot of kids go through my photos and they say they like some of the things, and you got to remember, when a mom or dad comes to visit your profile and they see like 6 pictures, and it doesn't really tell that much. But when they can see 100 pictures, it shows not trying to get in like private and privacy, but it shows a social link that, hey, look, this person is like sustainable. They can see enough pictures of this person in different environments with different people and positive and happy and smiling. They think, wow, okay, so this person's been here with those people and in that environment, wow, this person might be really interesting and reliable and constructive and great for my child, you know. But if they just see like 4 pictures, like 2 selfies and a Photoshop picture of your face and then maybe a garden, they're gonna be like, well, not that much. And then they scroll down and everything's in English on your profile intro. And then everything in your moments is English and just pictures. The parent's not gonna feel that comfortable. When they go to someone else, Chinese, English, video lesson moments, lives, things are in Chinese, things are in English as well. Wow, great, a lot of great pictures. And in the class, it's like, you know, even if you have no hours, if you have you're just starting your first minute, your first hour, your first day on Palfish, you know, create a live, create video moments. I've been saying this for over a year now, and really hardly few people even follow through on that. They might follow through on it for a bit, but most people just don't want to do it, and that's okay. You know, I did it at that time because there was no official course. It was up to you, and if you wanted a full schedule, you had to be a really great instructor online and then have a low charging rate, and then you get a lot of people come. But what I realized is when I started to post more video moments, pronunciation help, intonation, phonemes, the alphabet, such basic stuff like that, with Chinese titles, and say hello in Chinese when the video starts, you know, like, make people feel comfortable, make them feel at ease, and build a bridge of a social link, a connection. And it's no different, you know, if you're in a different country and someone there speaks a few words of English, you're gonna want to talk to that person, you know. Trust me, that's how I felt when I first came to Thailand, because the place I was at was English was, I don't want to say non-existent, but I didn't come across it too often during the day and night. Okay, so with that being said, guys, I got 2 more things I'm going to share with you, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Wow, almost at the 15-minute marker. I'll just go ahead and say this, and I got some other things I can share in the next video. I'm going to end it for just a minute now. I'm just going to say to all the teachers out there, stop dwelling, okay? Stop dwelling and second-guessing yourself, what happened in your previous class, what's going on the inside of Palfish, or whatever school you're teaching at, or whatever online company you're teaching for. Do not bother an ounce of energy on what's going on in those kind of things that you can't control, right? Things you can't control. Don't waste your energy. Focus on what you can control, and it's going to be a lot of bliss, you know, and you'll cause yourself to, actually you'll remove yourself from a lot of headache and a lot of upset. Because just what I've learned is from so many people that I've talked to, even sometimes fairly advanced teachers, experienced teachers, is that they're worrying too much about what they think might happen or what someone else might think happen, which I've been with Palfish for almost 3 years now. And the more I focus on my students, the more I focus on my classes, the more I focus on my feedback, and being a shining star example in the lesson every minute with the student, things have been amazing. And that's just the bottom truth, period. Be a shining star of light to your student. Oh, somebody quote me on that, okay? Be a shining star of light to your student. I really like that. I'm gonna have to write that down before I forget after this video. Be a shining star of light to your student. If someone could quote that and write that in the comment section to a reminder for everybody to do that, whether you're in a school with a lot of students at one time, or if you're one-to-one on a tutor session or online class, whatever the case is, be a shining star to whomever you're around today, and especially to those students out there, because they're looking up to you. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this time with you guys and some tips that I have on how you can break $1,000 if you just follow those and message every single follower. Been recommending this for a long time. Few people probably take my advice, but the people who do have gone on to get more bookings. Now, whatever they decide and do with that, that's their own decision, but I'm laying out the groundwork for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know below. You gotta let me know in the comment section if you got some questions. Write some good questions, please. And if you want to get TEFL certified, everybody just go into my description. It took me like an hour. I spent an hour at least just going through all my videos yesterday, even this morning before I did this video, updating my descriptions and my links. And soon I'll be having great stuff like I want to be able to have people can get like these LED lights and some things that I'm using to teach English online with. Just want to keep expanding and spreading out as much as I can, and it feels great because if you just sit around and teach English online and you're not really sharing, you're not doing anything with that gift, that talent, that blessing, kind of boring. So, you know, if I just sit around, it's kind of fun. I can watch YouTube videos all day. That's great. But, you know, after the next day, I'm kind of like, well, you know, I really got to put out something. I got to upload. You got to produce. You got to put out content. And if you don't like putting out content, you got to find something productive to do every single day outside of the English online classroom. Okay? Or if you're teaching at a school, find something to do fun outside of the classroom as well. Maybe that time is going to be spent online because you've been inside the classroom all day. So guys, have a great day. I got some organic black tea from the northern mountains of Thailand. Delicious. Just the floral notes are amazing. So I want to say thank you guys again so much. I love this YouTube channel. I love doing these videos for you guys. It's so much fun. And just let me know what I can do for you. And don't forget to check out the new links in my description. You guys have a great day, and more videos to come. Thanks so much.